Rust is the kind of game that seems so easy, until you realize it's because you already have a few thousand hours in it. Since I rejected my social life and free time many years ago because of this game, I'm the perfect guide to tell you 15 things I wish I had known before playing Rust. Even if you're a more experienced player, I guarantee you won't know all of this. For example, I'll show you how to get inside the cave textures to see what's happening from above, or how to always get the best loot from low-tier monuments. And that's only a small part of today's video. So make sure to hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel, and check out today's sponsor. Rustly is one of the fastest growing Rust websites with a lot of games to play, many deposit methods, including skins, cards, and crypto, and instant withdrawals with a store full of skins. You can claim 5 free cases by using code STELIC or clicking the link in the video description. You can battle against real players or bots in games like Case Battles, Coin Flip, and even Minefield, and win cool skins. And if it's not enough for you, you can get a lot of bonuses and free cases every 24 hours. In fact, you can get 5 free cases right now if you click the link in the description, or go to rustly.com and use code STELIC. And now, let's get back to the video. I hate those shit boxes on the low tier monuments in Rust, cause you can only get trash loot from them. And that's because there are hidden loot zones on the map. If you don't know, the map in Rust is divided into 3 areas. The first area is a spawn zone, the second is the middle of the map, and the third is the edge of the map. Depending on where the monuments are located, you can find better loot. In the first zone, you will come across the shit boxes. In the second zone, gas stations, supermarkets and mining outposts will have more wooden crates. And in the third zone, on the edge of the map, almost every other box will be military. Keep this in mind if you like to build near low-tier monuments. By the way, the same rule still applies to power lines. Many players know about the next trick, but for some reason they don't use it. Sometimes it can be really hard to find metal, especially at the beginning of a new wipe. So if you find a food box like this one on the side of the road or at a gas station, don't throw away the empty cans, because you can turn these cans into metal using a campfire. You will get 15 metal from the red can and 10 from the blue can. This can be very useful if, for example, you need to make a metal door and you don't have enough metal. Always try to place foundations as low as possible if you are building 2x1 or 2x2. If you get raided and get a wall or double door blown up, you can instantly place a barricade right inside your base to block your enemies. This will help you to buy some time to build up your base or to put a new door back in place. If you need a blue card to get to mid-tier monuments, here are the best ways to get one. The easiest way to get the blue card is in the safe zone. You can buy it in the shop near the drone station. Next, you can find the blue card in the port in these rooms, in the server branch on the table in the underground room, or on the satellite dish in the room under one of the destroyed dishes. And if you don't like going to monuments, you can fish with a 20% chance of getting a blue card when you cut these 4 types of fish. The Dome is one of the best monuments in the game in my opinion, because you don't need any cards to get here, and you only need 11% radiation protection, which you can get with the simplest set. However, it also attracts other players, so sometimes it's just impossible to climb up because of the campers. In case you didn't know, there's another way to get to the top. First, climb the ladder as usual, then turn left and jump on this beam. Then continue to the top, and at the end, jump on the pipe. From there, you can get into the dome from both sides and surprise your enemies. This is the craziest place on power plant, where you'll never lose a crate again, even if you're really bad at PvP. And it's actually quite easy to get here. All you have to do is check if the crate is activated. If not, start the crate. Then turn around, come to this spot and place a barricade right under this pipe. Then make a few simple jumps and go inside the tube. Once inside the tube, look for the small gap, and you'll never lose a crate on the power plant again. At least until someone comes here in a car. Then you don't stand a chance. There's a similar place on the train yard, but it's a little more difficult to get into. Not only you are completely surrounded by bushes, which make you actually invisible, but you also don't need to use barricades to get here. All you have to do is activate the crate, turn around, go to this spot, jump over the carriage, run straight ahead, and turn left toward this pipe. Once here, make these few simple jumps and start climbing the pipe. When you've reached the top of the pipe, simply walk down onto this ledge and hold down the W key. Next, make your way to this corner, where you'll become invisible to other players and never lose a crate again. By the way, did you know that bots in Rust can't hit you in the head? That's because they have different damage mechanics. Some things don't work quite so obviously in this game, and if you wear clothes and check their protection, those numbers will only apply to damage from other players. However, damage from bots, turrets and other AI is handled differently. The logic is simple. You add the protection from all the clothes and divide it by 7, because you only have 7 slots for clothes. So you get 1/7 protection from Hazmat, 2/7 from Bone set and 4/7 from Jagger set. In short, don't fill your head with these numbers, just don't wear Hazmat against bots. It's better to fill all 7 slots with random clothes to get more protection. We all know how to use normal arrows and bone arrows. However, what about high velocity arrows? Why do you need them in the first place? On wipe day, high velocity arrows combined with a compound bow will essentially give you a sniper rifle. Because any guy with any kit will die from 2 hits to the body. And that's even better than a bolt rifle from a third workbench. So you can build a wooden tower right after the wipe and destroy other players using a compound bow. Here's a simple but effective trick for placing the shotgun trap correctly in your base. If you want to increase the effectiveness of this trap, don't place it like this. Instead, grab yourself a blocker or any other electrical component that you have and place the shotgun trap on top of it, followed by a low wall. This will raise it a little, just to the right height. Here's what it was like before and after. If you need more slots in your inventory, you can use another dimension that holds 80 slots. And I'm talking about the crafting menu, because this is truly a wonderful place. It holds up to 80 items, which can be moved every 30 seconds to restart the crafting process, but it's very inconvenient. Because the moment you open the crafting menu, you're at your most unprotected. However, this can be easily fixed. 90% of the time, you'll be crafting TCs to collect as much wood as possible. Instead of TCs, first place 10 wooden barricades in the craft menu, and then use the rest of the wood to craft TCs. This will allow you to forget about cancelling crafting for 5 minutes. In that time, you will definitely get to your base, and at the same time make the most useful item for PvP that you will need in the future. Sometimes it can be dangerous to take the lift down to the underground because of the campers. Before you could just jump down and make it to the last floor with almost no damage, but now you can't do that. However, there's a solution for that. There are floors like this on almost every staircase, and by jumping on the edge of the grate, you can slide down into the underground without fear of being blown up by someone's grenade. If you like to live in caves, there's a new way to see everything that happens from above. And to use it, you need to do a few simple things. Step 1. You need to place the foundation next to the rock, so that you're always in a sitting position. Step 2. Place the doorway so that it's inside the cave texture. And finally, the last step. Press against the wall and place the door here. This way, you'll be able to get inside the texture and see what's happening outside. If you know there is someone under your door, you can place a gun trap through the wall and surprise this camper. All you need for this is a repair bench, a shotgun trap, and some handmade shells. First, pick up this door and place a repair bench next to the wall, as I'm showing. Next, take the gun trap in your hands and attach it to the repair bench as low as possible. Just like this. As you can see, the shotgun trap is sticking out through the wall to the outside of this base, and it works just like a normal trap. Defending a cargo ship alone is very difficult, so I'm gonna show you a little trick that will give you an advantage over other players during PvP. If you're defending a lava floor, you'll need to control this staircase, so you don't get flanked from behind, and that's exactly where you can get the advantage. If you open the graphic settings and change the object quality to 35, a gap will appear in the wall, allowing you to see other players from above. With this trick, you'll be able to see your enemies much before they see you, which will definitely help you during PvP. What was the most helpful tip in this video? Write about it in the comments below. I'm really interested in your opinion. And if you want to learn more about Rust, then in this video I'm gonna take advantage of game mechanics and glitches to do things maybe not intended by the developers.